In the final moments before the South Korean ferry Sewol, I think that's how you pronounce it, rolled over and sank in the chilly waters of the Gala Sea, 48 girls obeyed the orders of the crew members and put on their life vests. Perhaps afraid, they all crammed into a single room meant for 30. None of them survived. The account of the recovery of the girls' bodies, offered Friday by rescue officials, offers a glimpse of the final moments aboard the sinking ferry. And that ferry went down on April the 16th with 476 people on board. It also illuminates the daunting task facing divers trying to retrieve the bodies while maintaining a fading glimmer of hope that perhaps somewhere aboard the ferry someone remains alive. That's just not going to be the case. They've already said that there are no air pockets on this ferry. Rescue officials spoke of forest of floating objects, doors forced short by enormous water pressure, and currents that would tug at their breathing tubes, that was keeping them alive while they were down there searching for the dead. The ship, the ferry now lays 239 feet below the surface on the ocean floor. The rescue effort is getting slower, it said, because the divers have already searched every place that's got easy access. Now they're going to have to go into the places that are harder to access. They're presently now trying to find their way into another dormitory-style room where at least 50 girls are believed to be. They think these 50 girls went into there as the ship began to sink. So far, they've retrieved 185 bodies, and still 117 remain missing. This is just so sad. Of course, not only is this a ferry, but I think it was also a cargo ship as well, because this ship had just undergone some kind of construction to add on. How many rooms was it? To add on quite a few rooms so that they could take on like 114 more passengers. They said that on Friday, investigators checked out the Sewol's sister ship, the Ohamana, I think, Ohamana, and said they found 40 of its life rafts were not working. Emergency slides to evacuate the passengers were inoperable, and equipment to tie down cars and cargo was either non-existent or did not work. So if they have found this on a sister ship, chances are this ship was run the same way. Investigators are looking into whether these modifications could have contributed to the Sewol's fate. That's adding the rooms on. I don't know what kind of cargo was on there, though. Some have speculated that they did have cargo and that perhaps the cargo was not strapped down very well, and when they went to make a turn, the cargo shifted, and hence that's why the ship tilted before it sank. It's just awful. The revelations about the sister ship came the day after angry relatives of missing ferry passengers cursed government and police officials for failing to do enough to save the lives of their loved ones. The relatives berated Fisheries Minister Lee Chu-young and 2 Coast Guards, accusing them of misleading the public about the operation and of wasting time. And that, of course, the family members are going to say this, and there could undoubtedly be some truth about it. A boy on that ship made the first call to the Coast Guard before the captain or anybody on that ship ever made that call. There was no distress signal. one of the boys from the high school, a passenger, contacted the Coast Guard and said, I think we're in trouble. So they still haven't told them what caused the ship to sink. Meanwhile, President Barack Obama, in South Korea for a previously scheduled trip, presented South Korean President Park Geun-hye with an American flag that flew over the White House the day the ferry sank. I'm very mindful that my visit comes at a time of mourning for the people of this nation, he told the U.S. and the South Korean delegations. As allies, but also friends, we join you in your mourning, the missing, and especially the young people. The school where these people went to apparently have started back up, but not for that particular class, not for the grade of the people that took the field trip. I think they are going to start next week, but they have to figure out, in other words, they have to have enough counselors there for the people that didn't go on the field trip. For the people that survived the wreckage, they need to be back in school. They said the other day when classes took back up that black hearses continually drove around the school, by the school, and in the windows of the black hearse they were holding up pictures of the people that died, and not sure if they held up pictures of those that are still missing, but I do know they did hold up the pictures of those that died in a symbolic gesture, of they were supposed to be back in school. So, not sure what's going to happen, but I keep my eyes on that every day. It's ridiculously sad. And so all we can do is just pray for the families. And until next time, bye-bye.